Hey my nerdy friends, I just got the battery fully charged on this camera. It seems like this battery has very little life and very little charge time. So I went through the whole process of kind of pulling the case apart, putting the pieces in that are kind of secured. So now we're at the stage where we're putting in stuff that's connected to the motherboard, and this is kind of where stuff starts getting a little tougher. But the HAF cases, I mean, this is my first one I'm working on, honestly. And but the features are great, and it works great. I'm just amazed at just how easy stuff is. We'll go over that quickly, and then we'll start heading back into building the whole thing again. Misspoke, not building the whole thing again, but building the whole thing. We're at the processor right now. Anyway, without further ado, the HAF cases are really, they're really cool. I've had lots of fun working on this thing. I haven't built a computer for a while now, but so I started with the power supply, obviously, and the power supply is I've been using this camera to take pictures while I've been putting stuff in. Let's put that away. So, put in the power supply to start. Just pop that right in there, and it has this nice cage. It fits right in so, and then go ahead and screw it in just like that. Just 4 screws, very easy. While we're back here, why don't we take a look at this latch? This is actually really cool. What it does is it holds the case, the side panel in place, and it's just, all it is a single screw. It's an M3 screw, goes right there to hold it in on the inside. Can we see it? Yep, we see it. Great little thing there. I'm sure it's on a lot of cases, but I didn't even notice that. But so we got the modular power supply with the modular cords. This is really cool. Look at this. We've got the hard drive in essentially quick swap drives. You just push these things together, pull it out. Very easy. Pops right into place. And then there's a rack down here for 2.5s. I removed that. It says if your power supply is bigger than X size, obviously if it's sticking back here, then you can't have it. But I removed it on the grounds that, well, frankly, you can kind of clean that up a little easier. It's just kind of remove that, and so there'll be less stuff to worry about later on. Same with this. This is a 3.5 drive bay. You can fit like 8. I think there's like 5 here and 2 down here, so 7. But so you can fit a bunch of drives here, and they've actually got a dedicated fan cooler. It's really great right here. But again, I removed it, kind of get some more airflow through here because the guy's only going to have, or my customer only has 1 drive specified, so we're only going to do 1 drive, and I'm going to remove that for airflow. 5 1/4 drives in toolless. Everything was like toolless. Like this doesn't require tools, that didn't require tools. You just pop that in there and just flip the switch and it's locked. That's so cool. And the only areas where I required a tool was pretty much in installing the motherboard. This motherboard in particular is the ASRock 880G Pro 3. You can read that. Yeah, looks like you can. It's a AMD motherboard. This is an AM3 socket with DDR3 1866, I think, speed, whatever it is. Got lots of coolers. Got the Northbridge, I think. Yeah, it's either Northbridge or Southbridge cooler. Well, there's 2 of them, so there's a Northbridge and a Southbridge, presumably. Got a few slots. Again, this was made, I specifically am making this for a guy that's not going to do a whole lot of upgrades, and he doesn't need a graphics card or anything like that. So we're sticking with kind of the stock stuff. It does, like I said, come with a graphics card and a sound card. And the just fell right in here. It happens to have the standard ATX slots, these 9. And then it has 1 bonus one right here, just to kind of hold it down, I guess. What else? Let's see here. Since I already put the processor in, it is an 1100T 6-core processor. I had to make a decision whether I was going to turn it, one way or the other. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, according to latches. But it does work better this way because you get to kind of keep your space away from here. Another cool little thing, I should have taken video pictures. I think I took pictures of it. No, I neglected to. But it's special because the AMD, this Phenom 2 X6 chip is actually, that came with this it's got this nice copper cooler and everything. I don't know if you see the piping. You see piping right there. Got a good fan. And then, but it does come with thermal paste, and you know, like, I remember, you know, it was like, well, you used to get them, and then you'd have to go out and buy thermal paste. It was always that last thing that you always forgot. I always gave you the option to go with, like, Arctic Silver, but honestly, I never really needed Arctic Silver for any of my computers. So, you know, it's just like, I just got this cheap, crappy stuff. It's just like, well, why didn't it just include it? Well, it is included on here. Great, right? Let's pop the thing right on there. Plug it in. And then I'm gonna have the RAM in here in just a sec. But it's got this big fan, you know, you got these big fans up here. You got, I'm not exactly sure what these are for, honestly. I really don't know. So, but I was really impressed with all of that. The front bezel, okay, the front bezel. I took kind of demonstration pictures. I wish, I'm not gonna take the time to, you know, make a video. Well, maybe I will, but the bezel goes right there, obviously. And it's just a push in on each side. Just push here, just push, push, push. 3 pushes, pull that side out, and push, 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 pull that side out. And it is just sublime. I was really impressed with this case altogether. So I genuinely, I mean, I strongly recommend it. Now, I don't know if there's other, you know, if that's normal these days, I wouldn't know. But I was amazed. The modularity of this case is just very cool. You know, it makes everything really convenient without the tools. You know, you have to sit there and, you know, get a little screwdriver that fits in there, you know. I was very, very genuinely impressed with this case. Strongly recommend it. So we're working on installing the RAM right now, and I have to say, I was a little worried. I picked it up and it said G-Skill Ripjaws, which are, I've heard these are okay. So I went with these. It says designed for Intel, and I was a little worried about that, and I thought, oh, okay, it's compatible with AM3. So let's go ahead and pop these in. This should be a 10-second job. Let's see here. And I have to say, these are really cool looking, you know, like, if they come out. I'm a little worried about how these are packaged, honestly, because we used to get them in these nice cases. And this is an okay case, but yeah, that sounded really violent. But, so it says install them in the white ones first, is what this says. So I'm going to put that away right there, and then we're going to take it and put it DDR3, take it to fit the slot. White slot first, it says, so white slot it is. I do have to say, these are really cool looking. Wish my stuff was this cool looking, my goodness. Press that in there. Yep, okay. And then you press it in this side. There's that. Pretty solid. Alright, let's see if we can dig this other side out here without damaging it. Oh, this side came out. Oh, that side came out easily. Unfair. Okay. I rest my case. That was just the one side that was being annoying. That side open. Press it down like so, and press it down like so. In the white slots first, it says. That's kind of funny, because I remember reading, like, in my old one, they used to be like, they used to have it mislabeled in the old one. So, looking good. We got the processor, the RAM, the hard drive's already in, the power supply's already in, disk drive's already in. There are no PCI slots, oddly. It has the motherboard's supposed to have built-in Ethernet, so we don't need Wi-Fi. What else we got? We've got SATA here, and then power here. I mean, this thing's I'm not so sure about how the board is in terms of quality control, as it's a big deal these days. But the case is really cool, and all the parts thus far fit in perfectly. Let's see if there's anything else I need to put in. Nope, there's nothing else I need to put in, so we're going to start plugging stuff in.